Good afternoon, everyone. If you're interested, I am about to feed the penguins inside the June Keys penguin habitat. This is kind of like a snack for these guys. They get fed 3 times a day. Admiral Fancy Pants is trying to go behind the scenes right now. As you can see, working with these guys can be a lot of work. Mostly it's being patient as they waddle around you. So I'm going to go ahead and start feeding our birds. We do log every fish that they eat. It's a good way to keep track and make sure that your birds are healthy because they can't tell us. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I think they're going to be pretty hungry, so I'm going to get off the mic just so I can use 2 hands, and then I will get back on and tell you a little bit more about what's going on. But just so you know, we are feeding the penguins inside the June Keys penguin habitat. Come on over if you're interested. All right, so we just had a little bit of an issue with a couple of birds. If they're paired, they get a burrow. So there are 9 of them, and Fisher here, the bird I came out with, he went into Robbie and Patsy's burrow, and he's a pretty big boy. He's one of our bigger birds, and so is Robbie, but he snuck in there. And that's when Robbie came flying out of the water to kind of go and defend his burrow. So these guys are going through an interesting season right now. It's really close to their molt. So when they molt, they get a little aggressive with each other sometimes because they're spending more time on land than they typically would. And some of our birds are getting old enough now where they're becoming sexually mature. And what that basically means is they are feeling really good about themselves and trying to steal other territory from the other birds. So in their natural habitat, this would happen as well, but in a protected environment, we're able to kind of make sure they don't get too irritated with one another, we'll just say. So that's what I was doing. I was kind of separating them. They can kind of link bills and not let go or flipper slap. They can actually flipper slap with their flipper 8 times a second. So I just wanted to help out Admiral Fancy Pants. He decided that he thought he needed that burrow. And also Fisher did too. So I'm going to go ahead and get back to feeding. I'm giving our birds 2 types of fish: restaurant quality, sustainable herring, and capelin. Most birds prefer herring, but there are some birds that like capelin more than herring. In their natural habitat, they would eat small schooling fish and krill. And they're native to South America, so Chile and Argentina. These birds can actually go their whole lives without seeing ice or snow. Now you're hearing Robbie bray. That's one of the ways that they communicate. So he's basically telling all of the other penguins to stay away from his burrow. That is his house, not theirs. Hopefully they listen. So you're looking at Magellanic penguins getting some lunch. They're going to get fed again at about 3:45, so this is kind of like a snack feed for them. We do offer them food 3 times a day. So I mentioned that molt. Since it's close to molt, they're actually bulking up or eating a lot more than they typically would. So instead of eating about 4 to 5 herring, they're eating close to 12 herring a day. Not every bird. They do molt in order of age. It seems like things are starting to calm down here in the June Keys penguin habitat. But if you want to check out that's going on right now,